points per game over that span. We're underway in the Steel City. Short kick from Butker. Switzer takes it at the 6. Switzer trying to curl to the outside, and he's chopped down. Roethlisberger airs it out on first down. First play from scrimmage. It's over the head of James Washington.
The Chargers from scoring.
Toss it to the outside. Antonio Brown gets a touch, a stiff arm, and a flag thrown. Steven Nelson ranging over there. Some words being exchanged.
I think they're going to get Alejandro Villanueva for holding on the play.
Illegal block in the back. Offense, number 78. 10-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
In Kansas City, first possession of the day. Shotgun for Roethlisberger. Steps up, trying to avoid the rush, and tosses it away. Chucks it to the Kansas City sideline. Was there a receiver anywhere near that football? So Jordan Berry will punt it, and Tyreek Hill is not going to get a chance to touch it. It was short along that sideline, and there is room for DeAnthony Thomas. Ball pops free, right back to Thomas. Kenneth Hill. Mahomes out of the gun. He'll give it to Hunt. Powers his way across the 5 on the outside. Out of the gun, Mahomes moving pocket. Mahomes looks, throws to a spot. Kelsey's got it.
Pass interference. Offense, number 87. 10-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
Damian Williams in there, the former Dolphin. Mahomes, cannon, touchdown, Chris Conley. The Chiefs strike quickly. He beats Artie Burns on the play.
Second catch of the season, his second career touchdown reception. And there's that bullet. Ball not in the air very long as Conley gets inside of Artie Burns on the post route. Perfectly delivered. Touchdown, Kansas.
Holmes in 5 quarters. Butker, the extra point.
And Kansas City looks very sharp on special teams.
Kickoff from Butker. This one is deep. Switzer will take a knee. It's coming out to the 25-yard line. And as the Steelers have it, 1st and 10 at their own 25. Connor gets swallowed up in the backfield. Chris Jones for KC. Armani Watts, the rookie from Texas A&M, on the field. Roethlisberger, little flip. It's caught by Connor. Whether it was Gordon or Eckler, Roethlisberger drops the football, picks it up, goes deep, and skies it out of bounds. And see how the Steelers handle this one if he tries to veer it towards the sideline. He does. It bounces. Hill on the bounce, quickly gets out of bounds. Came in the league.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both by the receiving team. Holding, receiving team, number 26. The penalty is declined. Holding, receiving team, number 84 is accepted. 10-yard penalty from the end of the play. First down, Kansas City.
The hold, and the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29. Running play to Kareem Hunt. And Hunt is brought down after running. Shotgun from Mahomes. 2nd and long. Pocket holds up. Short pass to Sammy Watkins, who turns it upfield. That's not an issue for him. New set of downs for Kansas City. Mahomes sets the feet, throws, deep ball, separation. On the outside, Sammy Watkins. Chiefs are set up at the 20. Give to Hunt. Spilled out. Hunt shifts to the other side of Mahomes. Mahomes looking downfield. Fires. Travis Kelce. Touchdown. Tremendous grab by Kelce. From the board. That was a laser shot for Mahomes.
Well, all he sees is that the big body gets behind the linebacker.
Conley, Kelce, Watkins. 5 plays, 71.
All his weapons.
So Butker will kick it off. Switzer. 3 yards deep in the end zone. He'll take it out. Trying to get something started here for Pittsburgh. And it's not going to happen here. A flag thrown as he spun down at the 22-yard line.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Return team, number 37. 10-yard penalty. Pittsburgh keeps the ball. First down.
It is 14-0 hole with 9:02 to go in the opening quarter. Connor looking for an opening, and he's tossed down. They got upset by Jacksonville in the AFC divisional round. Roethlisberger throws. And it's handled. Roethlisberger stepping up. Tosses downfield, a little bit of separation, but too far for Antonio Brown. And 10 for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger, pump fake. Hooks a pass. Flag down. Catch was made at the 36-yard line by James Washington. Quickly hit by Orlando Scandrick. Penalty.
Or was it Scandrick?
Holding. Defense, number 21. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
A 14-0 lead here in Pittsburgh. We approach 7 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Pumped by Washington, but heavy traffic there. And a flag tossed.
Block in the back. Offense, number 89. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
Shotgun for Roethlisberger. 1st and 20. Quick hitter, Connor. Beautiful spin move by Connor. Still going.
Away and out to the 45.
From the gun. Roethlisberger airs it out to the sideline, and Antonio Brown. Cast of characters said it's weird not seeing Derek Johnson and Tamba Ali and Marcus Peters on tape. Underneath, Brown gets hit down low. Carried it 31 times last week, also had 5 catches. Roethlisberger floats it upstairs, too high. His 200th career start. 3rd and 5. Roethlisberger buying time. Tosses downfield, and it's high. A game for Pittsburgh against Cleveland from 49 yards away. Boswell curves it. No good. Average drive start has been at the Pittsburgh 47. Mahomes throwing. Connects with Sammy Watkins. And Watkins won't go down. He is forced. Who was their biggest weapon a week ago. Give it to Hunt. Up the middle. And DeAnthony Thomas now on the field on a jet sweep. Watkins. Sammy Watkins. Give it to Hunt. Falls forward to the 5. He's always in motion. Shotgun. Mahomes gets rid of it. And it's up. Mahomes swings it to the outside. Hunt works his way in for the touchdown. Terrell Edmonds, the rookie, couldn't bring him down.
Tacked runner, great balance, strength in his legs. Watch as he schools this rookie, keeps in bounds with the leverage, extends and scores.
Extra point is good from Harrison Butker. Mahomes is 6 of 7, 106 yards, 3 touchdowns. Butker, short kick, Switzer inside the 5, works that sideline, and he's...
Gave the Chiefs great starting position on that drive.
They give it to Switzer, and he is blown up by the free agent deal with Kansas City. That's the first thing they brought up. Don't lose it. Catch and run by Antonio Brown. Just not face that. They started that year 0-2. 3rd and 5 for Pittsburgh. Flag down. Sloppiness.
False start. Offense, number 84. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
1 concerns after that tie with Cleveland. Week 2, it's getting worse. Roethlisberger coughs it up. Justin Houston on the bobble. The ball was still free. The Chiefs have it, and Jones runs it in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A wild play. Initially, it looked like Houston had it.
Defense, number 22. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
And erase it from your memory bank. It didn't happen.
Great effort by Justin Houston to keep that ball alive. And then looky here. Chris Jones finds it.
Connor in the backfield. Roethlisberger looking his way. And now tosses to Juju Smith-Schuster. Big catch and run. Final 20 seconds of this first quarter. Roethlisberger. Toss it. Back to back. Juju. 65. First play of the second quarter. Flags down. They whistle it dead. Half.
Encroachment. Defense, number 94. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
In Kansas City territory at the 40-yard line. A goose egg in the opening quarter. Play fake. Roethlisberger throws on the line. It's Roethlisberger. Protection holds up. Has to backpedal. Lofts it high. Caught. Jesse James secures it. Touchdown Steelers. Vintage Big Ben.
With a little fadeaway by Roethlisberger, that gives Jesse James time. Look at those eyes looking down the field. A little lob shot here. And Jesse James powers his way into the end zone past Eric Murray.
Steelers are on the board. Kick it off to Anthony Thomas for KC. Over his head, it's a touchback. Let's bring in Gene Steratore, our rules analyst. It used to be just for being an outlaw. First down KC. It's a throw to Mahomes is 7 of 8, 110 yards. He sold the fake. Mahomes steps up. Mahomes is dumped. Quarterback to ever do that. 3rd and 10, flags down. There was a jump.
False start. Offense, number 76. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
3rd and 15 for the Chiefs. Mahomes steps up. Mahomes. He'll slide down. Not taking chances. Cowboy. Waiting for it at the 24. High sailing kick.
And no tolls.
No tolls.
Yeah.
Shotgun for Roethlisberger on 1st and 10. A little dart for Smith. Wall back into it, trailing 21-7. Roethlisberger sets the feet, makes the connection to Switzer, who's
Now for Big Ben.
Roethlisberger is now 7th all time. Switzer the carry in this first half. Kansas City shot out to a 21-0 lead here at Heinz Field. Another catch and run, Jesse James. Only 2 defensive linemen for Kansas City on the front. Roethlisberger. Juju Smith-Schuster. Couple of spins.
And back playing. Awesome.
2nd and 1. Deep shot. Roethlisberger. A rainbow. And it's too far for James Washington. 149 yards and 13 touchdowns for Oklahoma State. 3rd and 1. Antonio Brown slips through. So initially, Roethlisberger on the shovel. Vance McDonald. Big Ben from the 14. Roethlisberger over the head of Brown. He now in at wide receiver for Pittsburgh. Toss it underneath. Smith-Schuster curls to the outside. Out of bounds inside. 1st and goal for the Steelers. Roethlisberger looking. Roethlisberger guns it. High throw. Bobbled and dropped.
It's going to be holding against Kansas City.
Defense, number 20. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Well, there's no pass rush at all, so the receivers can run around a little bit. Looks like Parker's got a pretty good hold on Jesse James, too.
1st and goal for Pittsburgh. Connor in the backfield. Roethlisberger, play fake. Curls it to Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Steelers. Drive by Pittsburgh, and Roethlisberger caps it off with a strike. Point after from Boswell. Chris Boswell's going through some stuff right now.
He puts that one through the end zone, but last week he missed wide left against the
5-yard line. Handoff, Hunt accelerates. Good gain on 1st down. And out of the gun. Mahomes throws. It's complete to Travis Kelce. So Kelce was the one. Give it a Hunt. Lunges across the 21-13 lead for KC. 2nd and 6. Hunt trying to slice. And the Steelers are. Movement. Flag down. Play clock was winding down. Eric Fisher on that left side.
False start. Offense, number 72. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
Steelers crowd the line. On third and long, Mahomes hit as he throws. Ball is scooped up. Cameron Hayward with the pressure. Play was whistled dead.
That time on Cameron Hayward, just good pressure.
Another punt from Colquitt. Ryan Switzer settles under it. Switzer has some room. Slowed down and then brought down as he crossed the 25. Matakevich call for the penalty. Pittsburgh. They'll start heading back towards their own end zone after they respot the football. 22. Handed to Carter. Gets to the outside. Leans in on Robin Dock for the first 2 weeks of the regular season. Roethlisberger puts a mustard on it to Antonio Brown. In terms of connections in NFL history, that pass was too high for Juju Smith-Schuster. They passed Breeze and Colston. Steelers, Roethlisberger has bounced back 20 of 29, 219 yards and a touchdown. Look at the time. Roethlisberger sets his receiver up downfield, hits his man in stride, Jesse James. Two timeouts left for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger operating out of the gun, emerges somehow within that crowd. And now Connor back in. Roethlisberger pump. He looked for Connor. Now he floats it upstairs. Connor. Oh, what an effort!
Pass interference. Defense, number 48. Fire the foul. Automatic first down.
That looked like more film on Beckham. Roethlisberger steps up. Passes underneath.
Zone behind it and just getting picked apart by Ben.
Roethlisberger tosses it to Brown. The shake and bake move, and he picks up a first down. One timeout left. Roethlisberger has thrown it 32 times. This will be 33. Roethlisberger launches! Too far for Smith-Schuster. On second down, Roethlisberger pulls the trigger. It's too far. Connor sets up on the outside. Roethlisberger steps up. Roethlisberger, the flip, caught. James Washington, touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Roethlisberger.
The 14-yard line. Keep an eye on it. Whoa.
Yeah, I think he's over it. Remember, it's where the ball is, not where his legs are. Is the yard line. Watch where the ball is. It's definitely across the 14-yard line. But they're going to say it's good.
So the Steelers trying to tie it. Roethlisberger tosses it to Connor. He's in for the two-point conversion. Somehow, this game is knotted up at 21 apiece.
Holding. It could have been 28-0 at that time.
18 seconds left.
Kicking team, number 46. The player was not lined up on the 34-yard line.
Matthew Thomas, guilty party.
Kansas City has elected to re-kick after a 5-yard penalty.
Boswell will do it again. The Anthony Thomas standing at his own 10-yard line. Good kick by Boswell, sending Thomas back. Touchback with 18 seconds on the clock. Tyreek Hill was not a part of it. No catches. Hunt held in check. Big first half for Sammy Watkins. Did it both on offense and on special teams. Its temperature is now cracked 84 degrees here in the Steel City. Mahomes throwing, working the sideline, and it's Tyreek Hill. There's the speed of Hill after the catch.
Maybe.
Line of scrimmage is the 39. Mahomes upstairs, and there was separation. Sammy Watkins, the gun. Mahomes pulls the trigger and hits his man, Travis Kelce, leaning forward. City. Andy Reid working with Eric Bieniemy. Kareem Hunt. No foul. Mahomes looks over the middle. Open man, Travis Kelce. Touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with another dime. 25 yards.
And him and the quarterback just perfect. You can see Mahomes looking left all the way, and a good adjustment to a low pass and the contact from Sean Davis.
Dan, 2 weeks in a row, 4 touchdowns for Patrick Mahomes. The gunslinger mentality back in '97. Kickoff from Butker. Unreturnable, coming out to the 25. Smith had something special in recent years. So now the Steelers have it. Running lane closed up quickly for James Conner. Burger. 2nd and 7. Roethlisberger zips one underneath. Juju Smith-Schuster, the zigzag move, and he's out of bounds. 28-21, Kansas City. Roethlisberger on the brink of 300 yards. James Conner is...
Do your job.
Bell has not signed his franchise tag tender, has not reported, obviously. 2nd and 9. Roethlisberger sets up a deep shot. Oh, the floater.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Roethlisberger handed off. James Conner, the quick move.
Even as you said, just 21 years old.
Roethlisberger to the end zone. Antonio Brown. Steelers facing a 3rd and 1. The shovel. Juju Smith-Schuster. It is enough for a first down. We'll hit 9 minutes to go here in the 3rd. McDonald, the motion man. New set of downs for the Steelers to work with. Deep drop. Roethlisberger tees it up to the end zone, and he and Brown not on the same page. 2nd and long for the Steelers. Fake the run. Toss it. Roosevelt Nix. Nix has some room. Bangs his way. Shotgun for Roethlisberger. Handles the low snap. Roethlisberger. Flag down. Fires it. Juggled. Incomplete. Jesse James with Anthony Hitchens right there for the Chiefs.
You just can't give Roethlisberger this much time to throw.
Defense.
Because that's going to happen.
Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
And it's Hitchens, the City. Low snap. Roethlisberger scoops it up, throws it, intercepted with a flag down. Picked off by Steven Nelson for Kansas City.
Nelson pushed off.
Pass interference. Defense, number 20. The foul occurred in the end zone. The ball be placed at the 1 yard line. First down.
Yep. That grab there, that's a perfect call by the officials.
1st and goal for Pittsburgh. Looking for the equalizer. On a handoff, Conner goes airborne, and the Chiefs meet him at the apex. Now towards the bench area, just tossed his helmet down. 2nd and goal. Conner fighting. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner bulldozes his way.
Run through not one linebacker, but 2. Anthony Hitchens and Reggie Ragland have him at the line of scrimmage. Question is, does his elbow go down before the lunge into the end zone?
They'll take a look. His hair has gotten a lot of attention.
Is under review.
So the touchdown stands. It's been confirmed for point from Boswell, and a reaction from this crowd when he nailed it. Boswell's been having his problems here today. Touchdown stands. Boswell has tied this game up at 28 apiece, and he kicks it off to Thomas. It rolls through the back of the end zone. They go empty here. They got Hill involved in the first play from scrimmage in the 3rd quarter. 36-yard reception. They're riding Kelce. From the gun. Pressure. Mahomes feels it. And he's got room. Patrick Mahomes taking the angle with a flag. 11 penalties against Kansas City.
Holding. Defense, number 28. 5-yard penalty added to the end of the run.
6 penalties against Pittsburgh. We approach 6 minutes to go in the third. Some trickery. Tyreek Hill. Oh, he got hit down low. It looked like he was going to turn it into a much bigger. Mahomes is 13 of 16, 202 yards. Mahomes sets the feet, throws it to Tyreek Hill for a first down. He's in there now, just to the side of Mahomes. Mahomes will air it out. Separation to Kelsey. Steelers having a tough time defending the. They spread it on first down. Mahomes throws it underneath to Kelsey. And finally dropped. Second down for Kansas City. Fake it. Mahomes throws it back of the end zone. It's caught to Marcus Robinson. Touchdown, Chiefs. Another name involved, and they're going to wave it off. Robinson claiming he caught it clean inbounds.
It's an incomplete pass. Second down.
Official said good, and the other one came in and said no good. That's good.
Robinson played it perfectly along the back line. What do you got there?
I see just enough blades of green grass. Left foot, right foot. I don't even think it worries about that left.
Oh, but incomplete pass.
Good challenge, obviously, by the Chiefs.
After reviewing the play, the rule on the field is changed to a touchdown. The receiver got 2 feet down and maintained the ball long enough through the process of the catch. Kansas City is not charged a timeout. Please reset the game clock to 3 minutes, 15 seconds.
Extra point is good.
The third one wasn't enough to overturn, and that may have been why Jerome said stands on the play.
Gotcha. Thanks, Gene. Butker kicks it off. Switzer will take a knee. So Kansas City now has 7 different players with a Stephen Ridley in. Roethlisberger has the time, throws it underneath, and hooks it in for Ridley. It's Grimble on a 2nd and 5. Roethlisberger gives it. Ridley hit down low, couldn't break away from Hitchens. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
There we go.
Roethlisberger gets rid of it quickly, but it's offline. Jordan Berry to punt it. Tyreek Hill at the 24. Short punt. Bounces high in the air. Out of bounds. Could set a record if he gets number 6 here today. Mahomes on a toss. Breaking a tackle. Oh, what a move by Sammy Watkins. 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 40. 9 straight completions for Mahomes. Straight ahead, Kareem Hunt. Another running play. And Hunt got brought down. And they switch it up. Fake. It's a toss. Spencer Ware throwing with a flag down to Travis Kelsey. Penalty marker at the 32.
It'll be offsides against the Steelers, so this will be a 3rd down conversion. A little trickery.
Offside. Defense, number 28. 5-yard penalty, resulting in a first down.
The penalty.
Mahomes. Tosses. 33.
Illegal use of hands. Hands to the face. Offense, number 76. 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
Chiefs up by 7 on the Steelers, trying to move to 2-0 on the season. Mahomes underneath. Caught by Damian Williams. And the spin move. These two teams met October 15th of last year. Pittsburgh with a 19-13 win. It was Kansas City's first loss of the season. And it started the Steelers on an 8-game winning streak. The Chiefs were undefeated at that point at 5-0. More flags.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense, number 48.
Bud Dupree.
5-yard penalty. Still second down.
2nd and 13 for Kansas City. Mahomes, timing route, down the sideline. It's caught. Touchdown, Tyreek Hill. Flag on the play as Hill breaks free for the score.
This is going to be against Pittsburgh, so this is going to count.
Defense,
Number 6
42.
for Patrick
That
Mahomes.
penalty is declined.
Patrick.
Morgan Burnett with the hold on Kelsey. Now watch this throw. Again, a laser shot on a line as Hill gets beyond Burns, adjusts to the ball, and takes it in. Hunt, under Robinson.
6 touchdown passes for Patrick Mahomes. And the kid can do no wrong. Butker kicks it off. And it's in a shootout. Connor is back. And he lines up next to Roethlisberger. Toss over the middle. Hauled in by McDonald. Curls it upfield for extra yards. And then the foot injury cost him working his way back. Roethlisberger. A short one to McDonald. Hitchens drawing the assignment once again. Roethlisberger's had a big day himself. He has half the amount of touchdowns as Mahomes, 3. And that one goes by 2 touchdowns. You got 12:28 to play. 3rd and 8. Roethlisberger, incomplete. And that's Tyreek Hill. Better punt from Berry, line drive. It's over the head of Hill, and then it dives inside the 5. So Berry has done his job. They have a 14-point lead on the Steelers. Mahomes out of his own end zone, airs it out. Mahomes over the head of Tyreek Hill. Mahomes on a give. Hunt's in trouble. It's a safety. The Steelers mob Hunt and get 2 on the board.
Now watch this play here. You can see Bostic first to get in there. TJ Watt also the other.
Colquitt, a wobbler to Antonio Brown, returnable from the 28. Brown makes a cut. Brown is dropped at the 47-yard line with a flag down.
Illegal formation, receiving team. Number 22 did not line up inside of the required box. 5-yard penalty, re-kick.
And it's this time it's Switzer. Pinned along the sideline. And Switzer. Shotgun. Roethlisberger glances off of Antonio Brown, incomplete. Roethlisberger, pump and throw to Brown. Curls around the defender. And Brown marches toward first down for the Steelers. Roethlisberger pulls the trigger. Incomplete.
It's right back into it.
Again, shotgun. Roethlisberger in trouble. Can they wrap him up? Yes, it's whistle dead. Allen Bailey in at right guard for Pittsburgh. And now this is a 3rd and 20. Floater over the middle, asking Brown to create after the catch. Antonio Brown almost got to the marker.
Illegal block in the back. Offense, number 89. 10-yard penalty, replay, 3rd down.
And it's 3rd and 25 for Pittsburgh. Kansas City backs up defensively. Roethlisberger underneath. James Conner with a head of steam. Makes a move upfield. And he is dummy once again. Tyreek Hill at the 10. Berry put it at the 1 on the last punt. This is a high kick, and it sails to the back of the end zone. In the second half. 5 receiver set. On first down for KC. Mahomes. Ball was tipped. And it still almost got to Kelsey.
37.
Watt on the outside with Dupree. Running play. Nice move by Hunt. And he's brought 3. Mahomes out of the pocket. Mahomes floats it towards the sideline. It is good enough for a Hunt in the backfield. Play clock down to 2. Running play. And Hunt, double team there, Watt. 5 receiver set. They handle the rush. Mahomes with a flag down. Mahomes will tuck and run out of bounds.
Offside. Defense, number 48. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
The run. Don't fall asleep on this passing game.
And the Chiefs using clock. Mahomes will throw it to Tyreek Hill. It's the play. On the ground, Hunt. Spin move as he takes that opening and turns it into a first down. Combined for just 89 yards on the ground. So they've done enough to keep the Steelers honest. Mahomes on a toss out for Conley. Sheds one tackler. And Conley loses the football. Steelers have it. Major gaff. Chicolo comes away with it for Pittsburgh. He could have used easily another 2 minutes of clock and gotten a Butker field goal. Instead, Roethlisberger and the Steelers take over. Floats it down the sideline. Jesse James. Long strides by the tight end James. They trail the Chiefs 42-30. Under 5 minutes to go. Roethlisberger tosses it and knocked away. Fuller on the outside. Steelers down 12. Roethlisberger fires it to Smith-Schuster. He stood up after the... Shotgun. Roethlisberger delivers. Too high. On 4th and 3. Roethlisberger lets it fly. First down throw to Smith-Schuster. First and goal from the 6. Roethlisberger. Nobody home. Out of the gun. 3:24 to play. Second and goal for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger floats it over the middle. Caught by Connor. And then 3 Kansas City defenders make sure he doesn't ground the motion man. Roethlisberger flips it. Smith-Schuster is leveled after the 4th and goal. Out of the gun. Roethlisberger. Out of the pocket. Looking for the angle. Roethlisberger dives. Touchdown, Steelers.
Well, he saw that everybody was on the left side of the field, and that is an all-out dive for the score.
The extra point from Boswell. And he knocks it through.
Players for the Steelers on each side of the kicker. Onsides are very difficult.
Chiefs went with their hands team just in case Boswell kicks it away. And the Chiefs on a give. It's Hunt. Nice cut by Hunt. If they get a first down here, it's basically over. Hunt rumbles for the first down. So they'll move the chains in a 5-point game. Crowd the line. Mahomes lost it and then jumped on top of it. Second and long. Mahomes handles it. Gives it to Hunt. And goes upstairs and
pass.
Fake it. And now hand it off to Ware, who is bottled up just inside the 4. Colquitt will kick it. He ends up on his backside with a flag down. Fair catch call. Natakevich.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
It's over.
Defense, number 44. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
There will be 2 victories in Los Angeles, in Pittsburgh, and the rising star that is Patrick Mahomes. 6 touchdowns. (42-37) the final score. Kansas City comes into Heinz Field and knocks off the Steelers. Coming up, game 2 of our doubleheader. New England at Jacksonville or Oakland at Denver.